Good day, everyone. Today we're discussing the last 3 of the 6 questions from Ms. Mtembu's post, which can be summed up into the following question. What are the legal requirements, procedures, and implications of taking a second wife? If you have been following the series, today's question will sum up everything we've discussed so far, hence it's quite interesting, so let's dive in. As previously outlined, polygamy is only legally recognized in terms of the Recognition of Customary Marriages Act. But if a husband in a customary marriage seeks to take a second wife, he will need to apply to the High Court for the approval of a written contract that will set out how the matrimonial property will be divided between his wives. And the first wife must be informed so she may give input on how the matrimonial assets will be managed. If these requirements are not followed strictly, however, take note that the second marriage will still be considered valid, however, with limited property rights. Furthermore, we understand that this position differs greatly with civil marriages, whether under the Marriage Act or the Civil Union Act, as they are strictly monogamous. And the implication is that a man cannot legally take a second wife while the first marriage still subsists, and any attempts to enter into a second marriage will be automatically void. So, what's the solution? Well, any husband seeking to take a second wife must first dissolve the first subsisting civil marriage via divorce before entering into any other marriage. Otherwise, they will be contravening the law. Now, let's say they do ignore the law and they take a second wife while still in a civil marriage, as many have done. What happens then? Well, this is called bigamy. And bigamy is basically the unlawful and intentional marrying of someone else while lawfully still married to another person. And as a consequence, this is considered a criminal offense under the Criminal Procedure Act. And any person guilty of bigamy may face criminal prosecution, a fine, or even imprisonment. On the other hand, the second spouse in a bigamous marriage has no legal rights associated with marriage, such as the right to inheritance, spousal maintenance, or the division of the marital property, as the marriage is legally invalid. In fact, in K versus P, the court outlined that a bigamous marriage is considered void from the outset because it contravenes the legal requirements of marriage. However, even though the marriage is legally non-existent, a court annulment order is often necessary to formally declare its nullity and resolve all legal consequences. And this is because the option of instituting divorce in such instances is inapplicable. While in Bobane versus Benge, the court reaffirmed that bigamous marriages have no legal effect, even if one party was misled into believing that a previous marriage was indeed ended or they were not aware of the first marriage in the first place. So, what is today's takeaway? Well, to avoid unknowingly entering into a bigamous or invalid marriage, verify your partner's marital status directly with the Department of Home Affairs and request a copy of their divorce decree if they were previously married. Also, register your marriage promptly to secure legal recognition, and understand that civil marriages prohibit multiple spouses while customary marriages allow polygamy only with a court-approved contract that regulates property rights. If you suspect your marriage may be invalid, seek legal advice immediately to protect your rights, inheritance, and financial security. And that's a wrap. I hope you found this information insightful. Do drop your thoughts and comments or questions in the comments section. Until next time, stay informed and stay empowered.